The next cell organelle is lysosome. Lysosomes are called as suicide bags of the cells. Why do we call them as suicide bags of the cells? Yes, suicide bags of the cell. Why are they called as suicide bags of the cell? Because if the cell is defective, if the cell is non-functional, in that case, the lysosome will burst itself. Okay, the lysosome will burst itself and release all the hydrolytic enzymes into the cytoplasm and digest the complete cell. It kills the complete cell, hence we call it as the suicide bag of the cell. Killing itself is called as suicide only. Yes, killing itself is called as suicide. And what is happening here? The lysosome will burst and release all the enzymes, and those enzymes will completely digest the cell. The lysosome of its own cell will kill itself, right? So we call it as the suicide bag of the cell. This lysosome was first observed by Christian D. Dove. The name of the scientist who first observed it was Christian D. Dove. And what it is meant to contain, a lysosome, it is an single membrane structure. It is an single membrane structure which contain hydrolytic enzymes. Which contain hydrolytic enzymes. So it is known that, or it is being predicted that around 50 types of hydrolytic enzymes are present in the lysosomes. Around 50 types of hydrolytic enzymes are present in the lysosomes. And these enzymes, these enzymes require acidic pH. So the pH which is maintained in the lysosomes are usually 4.6 to 5.5 pH. Okay, the pH will be 4.6 to 5.5 usually. And how exactly this pH is being maintained? So we will first see the structure here. It is a single membrane structure. One single membrane. Okay. So this membrane is usually a lipid membrane. A lipid membrane like this, inside which all the hydrolytic enzymes are present. Okay. So this is the membrane and these are the hydrolytic enzymes. Now, how exactly that acidity is being maintained, how the pH is being maintained is, so timely H plus ions will be pumped into the lysosomes. Henge H plus ions pump agatte antantandre, by using the ATP, the H plus ions will be pumped. So, ATP use agbittu, that will be converted into ADP plus inorganic phosphate is getting released out. So, ATP is converted into ADP. During this, H plus will enter the lysosomes. Utilizing the ATP, the H plus are being pumped into, the protons are being pumped into the lysosome chambers, and because of which the acidity is being maintained. Acidity maintain ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ H plus ions ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ ಹೌದಾ H plus ions ಹೆಂಗೆ ಪಂಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ by using the ATP the H plus ions will get pumped here. Okay, now how exactly this is being formed and what are its types? How is this formed and what are its types? We know that the lysosomes are being formed by the Golgi complex, right? How the Golgi complex will form the lysosome? You will note it down. I'll wipe it off and then I'll start it. See the formation of the lysosomes. So let us imagine there is nuclear membrane here. Okay, the board itself is a cell. The complete board is a cell. We have nuclear membrane present here, and from the nuclear membrane there is endoplasmic reticulum. I'm just writing small structures of the endoplasmic reticulum, and from the endoplasmic reticulum, after the endoplasmic reticulum, we have Golgi complex. We have the Golgi complex. Now, these enzymes, hydrolytic enzymes of the lysosomes, are produced from the ribosomes which are present on the smooth rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum ಮೇಲೆ ribosomes ಇರುತ್ತೆ ತಾನೆ. ಆ ribosomes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ribosomes ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಆ ribosomes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ribosomes ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಈ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದೇನು? ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್. ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ರೈಟ್? ಆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಕ್ ರೆಟಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್, ರಫ್ ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಕ್ ರೆಟಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಈ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಕ್ ರೆಟಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಗಾಲ್ಗಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಗಾಲ್ಗಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಇದು ಸಿಸ್ ಫೇಸ್, ಇದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸಿಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಬಂದು ಫೈನಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಫೈ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪಿಂಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪಿಂಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಒಂದು ವೆಸಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Now this vesicle is containing all the inactive hydrolytic enzymes. Okay, this vesicle which is coming out from the Golgi complex is containing the inactive hydrolytic enzymes. So let me label it. This is having inactive hydrolytic enzymes. Now this vesicle, okay, this vesicle itself is called as the lysosome. This vesicle itself is called as the lysosome. So types of the lysosomes anta bandaga, we always start the type of the lysosome as the primary lysosome. The first type of the lysosome is a primary lysosome. Now the one which has been formed here, okay, the one which has been formed from the Golgi complex is always called as the primary lysosome. It is called as primary lysosome. So the first type of the lysosome, this is the first type of the lysosome, primary lysosome. Now what happens? See, primary lysosome kelsa eno? Golgi complex inda produce ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಿದೆ? ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ pH ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಫುಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನು? ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಬ್ರೋಕನ್ ಡೌನ್. ಆ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವೇಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್. ನಾವು ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದ ಫಾಗೋಸೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಿನೋಸೈಟೋಸಿಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಫಾಗೋಸೈಟೋಸಿಸ್, ಪಿನೋಸೈಟೋಸಿಸ್, ಫಾಗೋಸೋಮ್ ಪಿನೋಸೋಮ್ ಒಳಗ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ತಾನೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಫಾಗೋಸೋಮ್ ಪಿನೋಸೋಮ್ ಒಳಗ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಆ ತರ ಫಾಗೋಸೋಮ್ ಪಿನೋಸೋಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೌ ದ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಗತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್. Now to this primary lysosome either phagosome or pinosome. Phagosome or pinosome will combine with this primary lysosome. So when it combines, it forms a secondary lysosome. So when the food material will combine with the primary lysosome, the primary lysosome will convert into the secondary lysosome. It converts into the secondary lysosome. And as soon as the food material comes, okay, as soon as the food material is sensed by the lysosome, food material first lysosome sense ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಶುರು ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, H+ ions are pumped inside. ಓಕೆ, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ H+ ions ಪಂಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಶುರು ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, ಫುಡ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಶುರು ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ pH ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಾ? pH ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಪಟ 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 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, H+ ions ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ. ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇದು ಆಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಈ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ. Okay, enzymes activate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Enzymes activate ಆದಾಗ we call it as the secondary lysosome. When the enzymes get activated, we call it as the secondary lysosome. Okay, and then the third type, this is the second type of the lysosome. The third type is now once the enzymes get activated, they start digestion. ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಈ ಫುಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ನ ಈ ತರ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ತಾನೆ. ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಫುಡ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್, ರೈಟ್? ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್. ದ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ದಟ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ is coming here. The remaining unwanted is coming here. Now this is called as residual body. This is called as the residual body, and residual body is the third type of the lysosome. The residual body is the third type of the lysosome. All the unwanted materials are being passed down, which is called as the residual body. Now this residual body will undergo exocytosis. It undergoes exocytosis. These are the three types of the lysosomes. There is one more type of the lysosome, fourth type. The fourth type of the lysosome is, this is type 1, type 2, type 3. Now the fourth type of the lysosome is autophagic vacuole. Autophagic vacuole. This autophagic vacuole is formed by joining of many primary lysosomes. So this is formed by joining of many primary lysosomes to digest any organelle, or cell itself, So autophagic vacuole ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ವಾ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. All the lysosomes, all the primary lysosomes which are produced by the Golgi complex and which are present in the cell at that particular point of time, all those will fuse and form a big lysosome, and this lysosome will either go and digest a particular cell organelle like mitochondria, chloroplast, because these are all a big cell organelles, right? So if they have to digest this cell organelle, let us imagine mitochondria is not working properly. There is some default, there is some fault in the mitochondria. It has become non-functional. Now, what is the advantage of keeping such non-functional mitochondria in the cell? It is of no use, right? So that non-functional mitochondria has to be digested immediately. At least ಅದನ್ನ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ತಾನೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ನಾನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಮೈಟೊಕಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾನ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ only should digest. If it is one single primary lysosome, it is a very small molecule, very small organelle. So one single primary lysosome is not enough to digest a huge organelle like mitochondria, chloroplast. So in that case, what happens? Many primary lysosomes will come and fuse. All will come and fuse and form a big lysosome, which is called as autophagic vacuole. So this autophagic vacuole will go and digest the cell organelle, big cell organelles. This is one thing what is done by autophagic vacuole. The second thing done by autophagic vacuole is all the primary lysosomes will fuse, they form the autophagic vacuole and burst themselves. When they burst themselves, all the hydrolytic enzymes will come out in the cell. If all the hydrolytic enzymes will come out in the cell, they digest the entire cell. When they digest the entire cell, we call it as the suicide of the cell. Right? We call it as the suicide of the cell. So these are the 4 types. Okay, these are the 4 types of the lysosomes. Clear? Huh? Now, coming to the marker enzyme. Okay, before marker enzymes, you can ask me a question. Lysosome will digest anything. Okay, it can digest anything. Anmele, ಈ lysosome can digest itself also. Why will the lysosome not digest its own membrane? This is also made up of lipid layer only. Okay, plasma membrane is also made up of lipid layer. Mitochondria is also made up of lipid layer. Food vacuoles are also made up of lipid layer. When the lysosome can digest the other lipid layers, why it cannot digest its own lipid layer? Sorry? Okay, here it is inactive, here it is getting activated. When it becomes active also it can digest, no? Why is it not digesting its own lipid layer, membrane? That is because there is a very strong glycosylation. Glycosylation. There is a very strong glycosylation in the membrane of the lysosome so that it is escaping from the activity of its own hydrolytic enzymes. So glycosylation, you should remember this, okay? Glycosylation agirutte is addition of the sugars. Glycosylation andre eno? Addition of the sugars. So huge amount of sugars will be added to the membrane of the lysosome so that it should not be digested by its own hydrolytic enzymes. Okay? Huh? So now one last thing about the lysosome, that is marker enzyme. Marker enzyme. Acid phosphatase. Acid phosphatase is the major and the primary marker enzyme. So usually bare marker enzymes there, but we don't consider all those. Okay, and there are some 2 to 3 marker enzymes are there, but we don't consider when we do it practically. So usually acid phosphatase is considered as the marker enzyme for the lysosomes. Okay, clear with the lysosomes? A very small organelle but very important organelle. Okay, sorry.